Welcome back to Strings and Pucks with Addie. It's my Saturday kind of story time. I've had some pretty serious topics for the last few weeks. I wanted to get a little more lighthearted. So today I'm going to tell you the story of how I tried to become famous at Walmart. So in the late 90s, this would have been, I believe, the summer of 98, I was in some Christian bands. Basically, I'd go to college, started going to college in 95, and in the summers, I'd put the band back together. We'd do coffee shop gigs, we'd play at churches. I was writing pretty much all the music. I'd do a lot of piano at the time. And so I had met the woman who'd become my wife in 1997. We were dating. She'd come to the shows, and I'd play typically piano, harmonica. I wasn't playing guitar yet at the shows. I was still pretty new to guitar. So amongst ourselves, we thought the music was getting better. We thought things were going pretty well. And one day we get a phone call that at the Walmart in Ypsilanti, just south of Michigan Ave, for anyone who's been up there, you know, right where that is. It's probably the Capitol building of Ypsilanti. At that Walmart, there was a Christian artist who had set up shop and was signing his CDs. Someone I'd never heard of, Mitch Farrar. So we get together in the rehearsal space. It was at my drummer's house. And they actually had this entire back building with a sound system and all the instruments. And we start talking. We decide, okay, let's go up to Walmart. I'll take my harmonica. The guitarist grabbed an acoustic, and the drummer grabbed some Oggs percussion, like shaker eggs and things, and see if he'll come out to the sidewalk and watch us audition, and maybe he can help us get with a recording label or talk to somebody at a recording label. Saying it now out loud is even funnier than it actually was, but we loaded up in the van, we head over to Walmart, and we walk inside, and there he is. He's sitting right in the area behind the registers. He's got like one of those mini Fender Passport PAs, playing his music, signing CDs. People are coming by, and we go, "Hey, Mitch, hey, we're a small Christian band. My name's Jeremy. I play harmonica. I write the music. Would you come out to the sidewalk and watch us play? Let us know what you think. You know, just get some feedback." The response we got was something I never thought I'd hear in my life. He said, "Well, why don't you bring your instruments in here and play over my PA system for Walmart?" So we did. I grabbed my harmonica, we grabbed the acoustic guitar, the drummer with the shakers. So Mitch introduces us over the mic, over his PA, and there's this group of 4 guys, and we play through one of our harmonica songs. I'm doing the vocals, I'm singing, and I swap between that and harmonica. And, you get the random claps of people who realize you're there. And, we get talking to Mitch, we get his contact information. But for about 5 minutes, we're just jamming, and I'm singing and playing harmonica on a portable PA in the middle of a Walmart in Ypsilanti, Michigan. The outcome of that was an odd one. Mitch ended up setting up a pretty decent youth group gig for us in Owasso, Michigan. That was well north of us. So we went to, it was a Pentecostal church in Owasso. I'd never been to a Pentecostal church. I grew up Lutheran, pretty tame. So that's probably a story for another day, but it was a good show. It's on tape somewhere. We did the whole show with Mitch doing a bit in the middle. And then after that, kind of we parted ways. The next year, in 1999, I'd get married. And about 8 months after that, I'd take my part-time job as a worship director, and that was pretty much the end of my band days looking back on it. But for those moments, standing in a Walmart in Ypsilanti, we thought we're auditioning for, a record label essentially. It turned out to be more of an independent artist. It kind of never went anywhere, but the memory is fantastic of being in a band and wanting to go for it. So I never made it, whatever that means, something different to probably every one of you. But I do have a great memory of just spontaneously jumping in a van with some good friends and playing our music for complete strangers right near the self-scan and the regular checkout, right where that divide happens. For that kind of moment in time, we're just a couple of late teen guys. Maybe I was 20 by then. Playing our instruments in a Walmart. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did any of you, try to make it, or try to get that one audition with someone you thought was going to help put you on the map? Let me know what you think. And I've really enjoyed this time with you each week. Thank you for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you next week when I